Record. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the HI Soapbox, and I'm pleased to bring a very special episode for you today. Today I'm joined by a new and up-and-coming YouTuber, gamer, interesting human being. This is very spur of the moment, but wonderful personality, Miss Crystlabndce. So for you, the first question I would like to ask you is, given you're a Philly girl, Scrapple or no Scrapple?
Sorry, what was that?
Scrapple or no Scrapple?
I'm a pescatarian, so no
I see.
Yeah, I don't eat meat.
Don't eat. Damn. But beforehand, were you a fan of it at all?
Like 10 years ago, but I don't like it, so.
What made you want to go, did you just want to just eat better, or was it a more moral choice that made you go pescatarian?
Oh, I just don't like meat. I think it's gross. So, I don't care if other people eat it, but it's not my thing, so I just choose not to. But I do eat fish, so pescatarian means that I eat fish and vegetables.
Not a fan of the texture?
Yeah, it's like the texture, the taste. It's just not my thing.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I love mushrooms. I can't handle the taste of them, the texture of them cooked at all.
That's valid.
Yeah. So, for those listening and who aren't watching, I'm currently looking at a fantastic array of posters on Crystal's back wall, including a Animal Crossing poster I just peeped.
Oh, word, yeah.
Did that come with a game, or was that a prior purchase?
Yeah, no, I got Happy Home Designer when it came out, and they gave me that at GameStop.
I just realized. Does that sound better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I figured. I just realized I didn't click the damn button on my thing, but that's neither here nor there. So we were talking a little bit before the podcast, and I asked you what game has been occupying your time, and you said Fire Emblem.
Yeah, outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses is what I've been playing a lot. Well, and obviously Animal Crossing, but everyone's playing Animal Crossing, so.
And can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I don't own Animal Crossing.
Why?
Because I have Stardew Valley, and I really like it.
Okay, that's fair, but Animal Crossing's really good and totally worth it.
I know. Man, it's just. But so let's go over your Yugioh history a little bit, if you're willing to. I remember you said you started in 2010 and ended in 2012.
That is correct. Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Obviously, I played in the early 2000s, like literally everybody else. But I picked it up competitively in 2011. I was a little bit casual in 2010, and then I played for a year and was not having it anymore. But I guess I'm back now. So
you went to a YCS. That's not anything to really scoff at either. Yeah,
I went to YCS, and I used to go to the regionals a lot too. I never placed or anything, which is partially why I was over it. But I would just go.
Ton of fun. Got some free product.
Yeah, my first regional, I went with a Jade and Yuki starter deck, and I'm sure you knew how that went for me. It was a mess, but I was really competitive, and I was like, oh, I want to win now. So I went and built up from that. But yeah.
How's your learning been with since then, of learning all the new mechanics that have come out?
So it's been, I still I think we talked about how I don't know how pendulum summoning works. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
And I just don't care to learn. But everything else has been pretty self-explanatory. I have a lot of friends that have been in the game for a really long time, and they've been showing me how to play and teaching me, and I've been just playing on online, so been pretty, yeah, and Dueling Nexus.
What's Dueling? I've never heard of Dueling Nexus. Is that the browser version?
Yeah, basically.
Makes sense. And what deck do you play normally?
So I have three that I'm working on right now. Heroes are my favorite. So I play Destiny heroes with like Plasma and Darklaw, and then I have like a weird Sunrise build that everybody hates, but I love it. I think it's fine and it works, so like I don't really care. And then I also play Crystal Beasts. Obviously, it's in the name, and also Fluffles. I think they're freaking adorable. So, and they're pretty good. The new set like really helped boost them a lot with like Whale. So.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Merfolk archetype?
The Melfies? Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
I want to build those, but I just don't.
there.
I don't know if they're that good right now. I think we're waiting on Nexus for them. So I'm kind of waiting to see how they play out, and I really can't figure it out. So I'm just kind of like sticking with what I have for now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you looked at all into the since another cute archetype I think you might like, the prank kids?
I have not. My friend actually plays them though, and I watched them like kind of go off, and like I looked away, and suddenly he had like 10,000 life points. It was crazy. Like the whole duel was crazy, but they're pretty cute. Yeah, I like them, but I don't know if they're necessarily my style. I think I stick with like I really love Yu-Gi-Oh GX, so I'm trying to stick. I mean, like Fluffles obviously I think are Arc 5, but I like to stick within that like Yu-Gi-Oh GX era of cards because I'm trash like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. It's I really like Gravekeepers are my favorite archetype, and they're a dual monsters GX archetype,
Yeah.
and and like the support they got was great. I mean, Gravekeeper is Supernaturalist this came out in 2017. It's a bonkers card. It when it's summoned, you can search a card, a card that has either Gravekeepers or the word Necro Valley in its a Gravekeeper or the word Necro Valley in its card text,
Oh,
and
word.
and search that during the end phase. It also gains attack based on the levels of the monsters used to summon it. It also protects. It also while it's on the field, your field spell can't be destroyed.
Oh,
And
that's pretty good.
while there's a field spell in the your field spell zone, it can't be destroyed either.
Oh, word. Then why aren't they like good? I don't know. I don't know how the deck.
Because that's one really good monster.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
It's like there's not like the Gravekeepers are heavily reliant on their normal summon. One Solemn Judgment, done. Like the normal play is that you take a card called Gravekeeper's Spiritualist, which is basically a polymerization with legs, and you summon that. You can use a Gravekeeper from your hand to fusion summon the thing. You play Necro Valley, then that's with 3 cards. You've got the lock. Now, usually you would hope that there's 2 other cards. One is basically an Omni Negate trap card, and then the other is basically a Vanity's Emptiness, which basically prevents special summoning, except for except for Gravekeeper's monsters.
Okay.
That's usually the lock you try to go for. You go for 1 negate plus Necro Valley. That's usually enough to like gimp most archetypes, usually, except for like the most meta ones. But it's not really doing anything. Like, it's not really doing anything. The Gravekeeper archetype isn't really doing anything that's great. That, they would probably need like some other kind of bonkers support or better monsters to. I don't know. I just like them. I like the aesthetic.
Crystal Beasts don't really do anything. I just kind of like try to abundance every game and pray that I get 4 on my back row.
Yeah. I'm guessing you also might have shoehorned a Elemental Hero Neos plus a Neos Fusion in there for Rainbow Neos as well.
No,
Really?
I don't even play Rainbow Dragon. I play like exclusively Crystal Abundance build, and it's really good. I mean, I feel like people really sleep on it a lot of the time, but it's really slow. Like I can have TK with it, and I have. It's just it depends on what cards I'm getting to my hand. Like if I have Crystal Tree, Crystal Bond, like it's over. Like I've got this. But like otherwise, it's just like.
Have you ever heard of the Shino Bird archetype?
No, I don't think I have. Or if I have, I don't remember.
It's fine. They're a newer archetype. They're ritual spirit monsters.
Oh, word, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they are. And basically what they do is that you have two monsters, Baron and Baroness. And Baron returns monsters on the field to your opponent's hand when summoned, 3 of them. Doesn't target either, so it can get around problem things.
That's why Abundance is good, because it doesn't target and it doesn't destroy.
Mm-hmm. And then Baroness shuffles your opponent's back row back into the deck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would make me sad. I mean, that would make me sad.
So if you and I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh, I know that I probably shouldn't play Xeno Baron, because that'd just be mean.
I mean, I don't know. I play all sorts of decks that, like, I mean, Crystal Beast just can't hold up to anything right now, which is unfortunate. But, like, I still love them, and I still play them, and they're beautiful, and, like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so, like, of course I have them. So it's, like, whatever.
What do you think? You say you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX fan. Would you ever play Machine Fusion Ojamas?
I've considered it, actually. I love Ojamas. And I've considered building Ojamas. I haven't looked too much into it, though. I just, like, talk about it all the time. But, like, everyone's like, don't do it. They're not good. And I'm like, but I love them. I mean, look at...
Kind of. Like, people have a little bit of... And the only reason that I'm any type of knowledgeable is that I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again on Edo Pro for, like, a year. And you learn a lot. But I will say that Ojamas aren't as bad as people say. Like, they're a consistency engine. Like, their whole purpose is basically to they have these 2 cards called they have this thing called, I believe it's called Oja matching, which I forget exactly how it works, but, like, effectively the Ojama engine basically makes it so you can turbo out light union machine monsters.
Yeah. I think it's Oja Magic, and I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oja Magic's the card that you can discard.
Oja Matching. Okay, word.
They have a ton of new support.
Oh, they have new support. I didn't know that.
They got support. I believe it was 2016, 17, and they got another small wave of support in, like, 2018. They got a Link monster, I think, called Ojama Emperor.
Oh, word. I knew there was, like, Ojama King, and then, oh, okay. I'll have to take a look into that and see the Ojama builds, because, like, I would love to build an Ojama deck, just, like, full stop.
For fun, yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I'd love to, like, do a live stream or something and play some Yu-Gi-Oh! With you on Edo Pro.
Yeah, I mean, I've never live streamed before, but, like, maybe we could do that. I don't know how I would... I don't know. I'm kind of awkward live. I guess this is technically live, but...
Technically. But, I mean, honestly, talking live into a... I don't... Personally, when I'm live, I don't talk. It's just, like, a normal gameplay, me just playing a game, and just people can watch if they want to. If they don't, so be it. It's just me pretending I'm working while playing a video game.
I guess that's valid.
But, I mean, it's easier when you have someone to go off of.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Back to dipping a little bit off of Yu-Gi-Oh! For a second. I wanted to get your opinions of Sword and Shield compared to some of the Sword or Shield compared to, like, previous Pokemon games.
Okay, I mean, I don't know if I have, like, a good opinion on Pokemon, because I don't, like, play it a ton, but, I mean, I've played Pokemon like everybody else, so.
Do you think that Sword and Shield, the criticism Sword and Shield got, was valid?
The criticism? I'm actually not familiar with any
criticism.
Everyone I know liked it a lot, and I agree. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a lot better than Sun and Moon. I didn't actually even get through Sun and Moon, but I did like Sword and Shield. I feel like it fixed a lot of what Sun and Moon, were missing. I didn't like the cutscenes in that game, but these we still had story, but they were a lot more condensed, and the story moved along a lot quicker.
So you're not a giant fan of, like, story in Pokemon games per se?
No, I'm not. I mean, personally, I'm not. If I'm going to play Pokemon, I want it to be Pokemon as it was, like, 20 years ago when you just played through the game and there wasn't really much of a story outside of like the Team Rocket hideout type.
It's
Team
all
Rocket
what you make
hideout.
up in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense. I from in that perspective, I can understand. I myself, like, I always liked, especially Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, for their story. I thought like it was the best presented story in a Pokemon game yet. But I don't think I ever really considered that some people might not, like a story in Pokemon, and I think
yeah,
that's me.
if I want a story, I'm going to play Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that's just me.
Yeah, that makes sense. But so how does it feel to have your first YouTube video be doing like high numbers out of like just out of the gate? Well, not high numbers, but like high numbers for a person with like who put their first video up on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to think that like I'm, doing so super well or anything. But I mean, it's cool. I'm really grateful for it, for sure. I put a lot of work and time into that. I've never edited a video before, so it took me forever. And I put a lot of like myself and who I am as a person into that video. So I thought it was really cool that like people saw it and they watched it and they thought it was cool and funny and they think that I'm funny. And I don't know, I really love that. So yeah.
What was your inspiration for making the Kissability Elemental Heroes list?
So I posted a picture of a brand new secret rare elemental hero shining. And sorry, I said like a weird pop-up, but I've got a brand new secret rare, secret rare elemental hero, the shining, and I posted it on Twitter. And I was like, he's very handsome. I want to give him kiss kiss. And someone was like, you should rate all of the elemental heroes based on who you would give kisses to. And then someone else was like, you should make a video. And I was like, that's hilarious. I'm going to do it. So
And that was a great idea. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I thought it was really funny. And I was like, that's hilarious and totally on brand with me. So let's do it.
So I will say I do want to commend you. Like, don't, and I would say, or say alternatively, don't sell yourself completely short. The reason I say that is simply because I just pulled up your channel, and now I'm pulling up mine. Let me just, I'm going to share my screen for our YouTube videos, and I'll tell our listeners what's on the screen. Check this out. This is me. I've been doing this for about, I've been posting a video every single day since September of last year. Don't sell yourself short. Because people would, just even if you got numbers, people would not have subscribed if the content you made wasn't good. You know what I mean?
I mean, so yeah, I mean, obviously, I had a lot of help, and a lot of people shared it. A lot of people that I had been talking to beforehand, that were like people who had YouTube channels that were super nice and saying like, "Oh, you should totally do the thing," and I was kind of like hyping it up for a while. So like I had a lot of help. I don't think that was all like organic or like all, not necessarily like organic, but just all me kind of just existing on YouTube and being a good person on YouTube to watch. It was like people sharing it, and that was really cool, and I really appreciated it. And I'm super thankful that people were supporting.
You put the work into it. You made a good product. You put the work in to market it, and you saw results.
Yeah, it was cool. I definitely got lucky though. Like, let's just, be honest.
Yeah, it's true.
People are nice.
But you couldn't have had a better person to stream to snipe your idea.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's what happened.
Obviously not, but I'm just going from the joke.
Yeah. No, that MBT is like really nice, and what he did was really cool, and I really am thankful for that. Someone had tagged me in the video that he did, and I guess he found the tier list because I didn't know tier lists were public, and I wouldn't have made it public if I knew that at that time. But so I guess by some chance he was like, "Oh, I found this. I thought it was cool," and like I'm honored that someone found it and thought it was cool. Like I don't know, but it was really cool that he like blasted it off to everybody he knows, and that was really nice. And like he didn't have to do that. I had like 14 subscribers, and like no one knew or cared who I was, but he did anyway, and that's just, I think, a real test to someone's character. I thought it was really cool.
Yep.
So.
And it is just best way to honor that support from the community, and the one you're building is to keep going. You know, what do you have any ideas for what you're thinking about doing for another video?
Yeah, I actually have one like filmed, and it's in my editor right now, except I'm procrastinating on it because I don't want to edit it because I'm not very good at it. But
Story of my effing life.
yeah, it just takes forever. I'm like 8 hours editing this video, and I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. But like, I want to make sure I have like all of the images and the jump cuts and everything like zooms in on my face properly because that's hilarious. I don't know. I'm just procrastinating. I'm hoping today I'll get it up, but like, who knows? I mean, whatever. I honestly, like, personally don't really care that much. It goes up when it goes up.
That makes sense. But I mean, full disclosure, I got sent over from one of his videos just because it like auto went to yours, and I'm a subscriber. So, but anyways, back to actual the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you could, if what's one archetype other than heroes, because God knows they've gotten enough, that you wish would get more, like more support?
Crystal Beast, easy. I'd love to see a Crystal Beast Link monster. And I know that some people on Twitter have been like talking about what they would want to see in that, but I would love to see a Crystal Beast Link monster, especially that puts Crystal Beast from the deck or the graveyard into the back row, because that would help me out a lot. And a Crystal Beast Link monster that has over like 2,000 attack excuse me, over 2,000 attack points, because all the Crystal Beasts are super weak, so it makes it really hard to keep them on the field. Though there is a monster out in Japan, Zenith, the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, and like that I really want, because that's a really good card, but I don't know if they're ever going to print it here, so we'll see. But I would love to see.
Don't the Crystal Beasts have 2 pendulum monsters that still haven't come to the TCG?
No, they're here. They're just not good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. I think if I were to see a Link monster that's Crystal Beats, I would like it to be able to. I think if there's 2 things that I would want with it, regardless of like the back row putting in and stuff, I think I would like for it to gain. I would want it to be like a Link 2, but gain 800 attack for each Link material used as an effect, and the Link material can be two Crystal Beast monsters, and also have a clause in it that allows you to use Crystal Beast monsters in the back row to summon it as well.
Yeah, that would be cool for sure. But I really want, like, I play Abundance, and like I am really like dead set on Abundance. So I want those Crystal Beasts in the back row, like really bad. But
I'm guessing you're playing 3 Unicorn, 3 Carbuncle.
Yeah, 3 Pegasus, 3 Carbuncle.
Pegasus has to work on that.
Yeah. The 2 of like the Tiger, 2 of the Mammoth, because they've got the best attack points. So.
And even, yeah. Oh man, have they put out any new Crystal Beasts, or are they still the
No.
OG? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man, they could do with maybe 1 searcher, maybe, or maybe a monster that does a foolish burial on summon.
Yeah, I mean, we have obviously Crystal Bond, which you can search out a Crystal Beast to your hand and then put 1 in the back row. So that card is fantastic. And that was just reprinted. And then also Rainbow Bridge, which you can search any crystal spell card. Or I think you can also search traps, but like, why would you play traps in the Crystal Beast deck? You can search out a crystal card from your deck to your hand. So like you can search out Crystal Bond and then get stuff. So like that's pretty good, but it's not enough. And the monsters just aren't strong enough. And the effects aren't good enough.
So you kind of have to go for that FTK kind of variant.
Yeah, you have to like, I mean, the way I play with all of my builds is like I risk it all and then pray that someone doesn't negate or have like a mirror force. I mean, I know traps aren't really played in this format, but I mean, I don't know. Or Dark Hole or I just kind of like risk it all and hope that I'm okay.
And hope Ash Blossom doesn't ruin your weekend.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So you mentioned that you're you're friends with a bunch of YouTubers and stuff.
I wouldn't say that. I'm friends with people who have YouTube channels that were like super cool and like, or like I know them on Twitter. I don't know if they would consider me a friend, but I talk to them on Twitter sometimes.
Twitter friends.
Yeah. I mean, like, not that I want to say they aren't my friends, because like I totally consider them, but I don't know if they like consider me to be. It's weird.
Makes sense. So, um, how long have we been recording for at this point?
Sure. I don't know if I can see that.
Probably a half hour or something. We can keep going. What How long have you been cosplaying for?
Oh God, cosplaying? Years. Probably since high school. And then I took a break in college, and I've been really adamant about cosplay for like 4 years.
Mm. What was if you could go back and do a cosplay over again, being more experienced now than you were back then, what would it be?
Well, I just did. I cosplayed Jaden. I guess we'll just keep it Yu-Gi-Oh themed, but for real though, I like cosplayed Jaden in high school, and it was a mess. And I literally just re-sewed it the other like last week, 2 weeks ago. It was probably like 2 weeks ago now, and I really wanted to cosplay him again. I wanted to do him like with better skill, so I made this Lifer Red jacket like a lot better, and it looks a lot better than it did when I was in high school. So that was cool.
Nice. What was your favorite cosplay you ever did?
That's a good question. I don't.
Or the one, or even better, the one you're most proud of?
Have you ever seen Voltron Legendary Defender?
I have not, but I know of it and respect it for its contribution to Weebury.
So I cosplayed Matthew Holt, who is one of the characters. He's like a minor character in that series, and it was like one of the first cosplays I like really made. I mean, I made other cosplays, but this one I like really put time and effort into, and it came out really good. And I cosplayed him like for 4 years, and I love him, and I still love him. But that's probably the cosplay I'm most proud of.
Makes sense. Do you miss cons?
Yes and no. I mean, I was going to a lot of cons, and it was taking up a lot of time, and they're stressful and exhausting, and I'm getting older, so I'm just kind of like meh. But I miss all of my friends and dressing up with my friends and all of that.
I'll be honest, I've never actually been to one. They've always been a little out of my willingness to burn money.
Yeah, that's valid. They're expensive, like really expensive. So
that and the stereotype of con guys not wearing BO bothers me, because every time I smell a guy in public and I know he's not wearing deodorant, like I kind of want to shake him and just like, hey, man up, like wear deodorant, like we have technology, and it's like I kind of like I don't know, it's just like I don't know, it's I just hear a lot. I just hear a lot of like not great things about the hygiene of people at cons. It kind of puts me off a little bit.
I mean, like my friends are very hygienic, so like I don't know.
But I'm sure you've walked past a group of people and you're just like,
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have some people that are like that, but everybody that like I hang out with is pretty hygienic, and we take care of ourselves and shower every day at cons and all that.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not condemning any of y'all like at all. But still staying on the topic of cons. Wait, what was a cosplay you saw at a con that made you want to like immediately go home and start working on a better character or a better set?
I don't know. I mean, I like there's a lot of cosplays that I get inspired by. If that's I guess kind of the way this is going.
I gotta phrase it better. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, I go to KatsuCon every year, which is a really big cosplay convention, and everybody always has like they always bring like their best builds, and I always go, and I'm always in such awe that everybody made these things. Like I don't know how they did it, but I mean, I couldn't even pinpoint one particular one because they're all just so beautiful. Like they come with their full Warbler armor and their sewing, and the wigs are insane, and everything is just so beautiful and like well put together. And it always inspires me after going to that con to like do something new and try something like above my skill level that I usually fail, but like it's fine. And yeah, so that's cool.
If you could cosplay any elemental hero, which one would it be?
I've actually thought about it. I don't know. I'd love to do like The Shining because like was one of my favorites, but I also love like kind of like the angelic thing behind him, and I'd love to try to make that. But I really want to I mean, it's not an elemental hero, but I really want to cosplay Ojama Yellow. So that's probably
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think it'd be really funny. So I think I'm gonna do that. But I also really want to cosplay Wing Karibo and like Ojama Yellow. So I'll probably do that this year. Just
Wing Karibo would be cute.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know.
What did you think of the 5Ds anime?
I think Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is objectively one of the best Yu-Gi-Ohs, and GX is my favorite, but I think objectively Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is one of the best.
Yeah.
I really love Say, I really love Akiza. I love Jack Atlas. I think that their dynamic is fantastic. It's definitely a little older. I'm older, obviously, so I want that more like a mature themes. And I also think that it's very relevant. A lot of the theming is extremely relevant to what's happening like today, and
income
it's really
inequality, lots of ways. Like it's it's very. I grew up watching Duel Monsters every morning before school.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm in love with the show. I'm in love with the show, obviously. And I love GX too because, you know, I watched I think the first 2 seasons like in their entirety. I loved them. But I saw 5Ds and I'm just like, as like a teenager, and I'm like, yo, I fuck with this because you're right. It does have a more mature theme.
Yeah.
You know, and they handle it's still a kids show. Don't get me wrong, but like the way they handle like certain topics and conversations, like. You can tell that the people talking are actually adults.
Yeah, it's really cool for sure. And I mean, like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX definitely has some more adult themes, especially in the Japanese version.
Oh my god, yes. But I think part of the reason 5Ds was as good as it was is because 4Kids didn't dub
it. I mean, probably. That's probably a pretty safe assumption. And I mean, I think what 4Kids did was fine for, you know, what it was. And I do enjoy the 4Kids dub, as stupid and cringy as it could be, but yeah, probably more mature because of that.
Have you ever read Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0?
No, I have not. I mean, like I know of it and I've read like a chapter, so like I kind of have an idea. But it's dark. I mean, I like the darker aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is why like season 3 and 4 of GX are pretty much my favorite because they're super dark and they explore a lot of different theming like depression and mental illness and, you know, losing your support system and all that stuff, which is really cool. But
it's home.
Yeah.
That's all. If you could, what's one card from the anime that you wish that they printed IRL?
One card from the anime that they printed.
Any anime of Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it's DM, GX, 5Ds, Brain, Zexal, any of them.
Honestly, I don't know enough about like what's out currently in the TV or even OCG to tell you like what the differences are and like cards that don't actually exist.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Fair enough. What's like one monster you saw like on GX that you're like, I need to own it, and whether it exists already or not, what's like one card that like made you just like monster you saw on TV that just made you want it badly IRL?
Gosh, Rainbow Dark Dragon. I love Rainbow Dark Dragon. Actually, I mean, to be fair, to answer your previous question, now that I think about it, if I could have the advanced dark crystal beasts, I would love that. Like I guess when Yubel possesses Johann, he like becomes goth, and so all of the crystal beasts also become goth, and like I love them, but they don't actually exist. There is an advanced dark card, and Rainbow Dark Dragon exists, but none of the like dark crystal beasts, as far as I'm aware, don't exist.
Nah, they don't. actually don't know why they never printed them,
I
because
know.
they I feel like they basically printed everything from Duel Monsters at this point. So they kind of have to go on to GX at this point. So I would not be surprised if we don't see those in the future and Mecha Ojamas.
I'm like fingers crossed. I would love that. I would buy them immediately, and I would build a deck, and that's all I would play for like ever.
I mean, they're crystal beasts with edginess. Like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, they're goth for
They're
sure.
great. Did you ever moving back over into the anime realm? Did you ever see? Did you watch Demon Slayer?
I do. I love Demon Slayer. I
Watch it
just
or read
started
it?
watching it, but yeah, I love it.
Do you watch it or read it?
I haven't read it yet. I don't know. I like reading books. Like I don't want to read online, and so I just like haven't had the disposable income, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh now, to buy the manga. But I really want to read it. I hear it's fantastic, and I want to explore like the pillars a little bit more. But I love Demon Slayer. It's so good.
It's such. I'm not going to say anything about how it ends or anything, obviously, because I'm not a dick. Well, I am a dick, but I'm not that big of a dick. But what I will say is it's such a well-written story.
It is.
It's like,
I mean, just where I am.
but you can also tell that the mangaka that writes it just doesn't give a fuck about keeping the characters alive at all.
Yeah, I definitely know that one of my favorites doesn't make it, which makes me sad. But also, I'm interested to see how that progresses. What?
Which one's your favorite?
Well, I don't want to like spoil for anyone, but I love Shinobu like so much. I think that a lot of the female characters, especially in Demon Slayer, are just so dynamic and interesting, and she is absolutely one of them. And I don't know, I really love her. So yeah, definitely Shinobu. But I know that she doesn't make it out, and that makes me sad. But it's okay.
Demon Slayer does something very similar to like what My Hero Academia does, where it gives like a lot of people who write mangas just write their characters as like archetypes.
Yeah.
They don't really like make them feel human. They just go for this person's a pervert and this person's a tsunade. Like this person's a crazy. Like they just have these archetypes, and so they don't actually have to write any characters. What Demon Slayer does, just like My Hero Academia, is they actually write these characters and you care about them.
Yeah, for sure. And I saw that especially like Gyu is one of my favorites, and I like watched Demon Slayer and I was like, oh, Gyu's gonna just be Sasuke, whatever. And he wasn't. He was actually like extremely dynamic. And like when Shinobu was like, nobody likes you and you don't have any friends, he literally was like upset about that, which I thought was really interesting because Sasuke would have just been like, whatever, like I'm too cool and edgy for that. But like Gyu actually had like personality and like emotions that we got to see, and anxieties and hopes and fears. And like, not that Sasuke didn't, I'm not saying that I love Naruto, but like, I don't know, I just thought he was so unique in that way. And like, same with, Tanjiro and I love Nezuko, all of them. I mean, especially the female characters, because they'd never get any.
Nezuko is best girl.
So.
Yeah. I like My Hero Academia too, but like, there's just one blaring little blind spot that just makes it from being perfect. Minata.
Yeah. I mean, you always have like that one character who's kind of like a little problematic. But yeah, I love My Hero Academia too, so I feel that.
I feel like characters like that are slowly just like not being accepted as much by Western audiences.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that's a culture clash thing,
It is. And I don't necessarily think that people, like when Minato was written, that people like were supposed to like him. Like I think he's supposed to be kind of like that annoying, like weird character that like you're not supposed to like, but he's just kind of there. So I mean, I don't feel super bad about him in the way that like I don't like him and I don't think I'm supposed to. I mean, I don't know. I haven't caught up to My Hero Academia and I haven't read it, but from what I saw, he doesn't have like a redemption arc. He's just kind of like the comic relief who's kind of annoying.
Yeah, makes sense. And I just saw your shoulder move and I peeped that little silver box back there.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have you checked out any of the Egyptian god support at all?
No, I want to play there's the new Sacred Beast deck out, and like since I'm a GX stan, I am interested in that. But
I
I don't
hear
know.
that's actually more playable than this than the. I hear actually the Sacred Beasts are actually more playable than the God cards actually.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And I hear that they're decent. Like they're not going to be meta, obviously, but like they're decent and they're playable. And so I
Right,
kind of want, but
it's Haman like the Haman the Lord of Striking Thunder.
yeah.
I mean, he's a big boy. Like you got if you got Fallen Paradise on the field, you can't be destroyed by card effects. And how the hell are you getting over a 4,000 Unga Bunga beater?
Yeah. I mean, that's super valid. Yeah, I've heard. I think I used to play Haman. I don't remember what he does, but I think I played him in my Crystal Beast at one point for some reason.
I think I know why, because I think you can summon him by sacrificing 3 continuous spells.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But I took him out because it obviously doesn't really work now, and I play Abundance, so like that wouldn't make sense. But
Right, right,
um,
right. So I
yeah,
actually just pulled up Haman's uh, description. It says, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by sending 3 face-up continuous spells you control to the graveyard. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. While this card is in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. Huh. That's actually pretty good.
yeah, it is pretty good. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
if you can get it out consistently.
yeah. I feel like you
And
can't. So I play Abundance, so like that. I don't want my spells in my Crystal Beasts in the graveyard. I want them in the back row.
yeah. I forget, what does Crystal Abundance do again?
So Crystal Abundance activates or you can activate it when you have 4 Crystal Beasts in your spell and trap card zone, and it sends all 4 of those to the graveyard, and then it sends everything on the field to the graveyard, including your opponent's side. It does not destroy and it does not target. It sends, so it gets around like Stardust Dragon effect and like effects that would prevent that. And then you can special summon Crystal Beasts from your graveyard for every card that your opponent sent to the graveyard. So I mean, it's good.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Have you ever you know what you, if hmm so you can so you'll probably end up with like 5 different monsters on the field.
Yeah. So in this format, typically I can get out 5, depending on what deck it is, and that's an OTK. So you have like 3 Pegasus, a Ruby, and then like a Tiger, and I think that's game. If they have 8,000, and if they have less, then like for sure it's game.
You know what you could do? You could I can make a recommendation. You could go into a Link 2, go into Link Cross. Basically there's this whole like new meta like shuffle they do, which is like you go into like a couple different monsters and basically like it's a way to like end on like 3 different Link 4s.
Yeah.
And then basically I think honestly with 5 materials on board like that, you very well could go like it, as long as you honestly if you utilize the extra deck in a certain couple different ways, you very well could do it more consistently and play, and you don't have to like go into it. Doesn't have to be like those monsters doing the OTK. You could very well just go into things and have them what's it called, like just get a Boral sword and plus something with 2,000 or more attack on the field, and plus one of your Crystal Beasts staying there, and that's game.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that, and I have seen Crystal Beast builds where they're using a lot of Link summoning and and those are I respect them. Like I watched
If
them
you want
play.
to use Crystal Beasts.
But I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than winning game with a Sapphire Pegasus 1,800 attack points. There's nothing like that's saltier than that. And I really, at that point, after I've abundanced, typically there's not much that's going to stop me after that. So I
Especially if
usually
they've built a board to oblivion like that.
what was that?
Especially if they've built a gigantic board.
Oh yeah. So I don't.
They have 11 cards left in their main deck, and they can't repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So like I typically don't really have to worry about anything after I abundance. So I just kind of like go for it. And I just love the Crystal Beasts as they are. And like I said, I respect people who put like different engines in and experiment, and that's super cool. But like that's just also not me. So
Yeah, it's like you want like it's like with me. It's like I play Pure Gravekeepers. Could I throw a Shadal engine in there and get a lot more stuff done? Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I'm gonna play it the way I want to play it because it's what I like.
Exactly. I feel that.
Hmm. What's what is if so you said you're playing a couple different hero decks. You're playing Crystal Beast. You're probably going to be building Ujama at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
Um, where do you get your tips and pointers for like where to start on archetypes?
So I've been using recently, since I'm pretty new to the game, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and kind of getting inspiration from that. But I have a friend, Toady Beck on underscore, I think on Twitter, or underscores before, I don't know. But my friend Mason, who's been in the game for like 10 years. So if I have a question about something or if I want to do something, like I always talk to
Yeah.
him and he always has something, like he always has an answer for me. So I've been using him as a resource as well and just play testing things and finding my style.
What other aside from Yu-Gi-Oh video games and the occasional anime, what else do you do to occupy your time, especially since we have so much of it nowadays?
I mean, like I'm still working full time, so it's not like I have a lot of free time. And Yu-Gi-Oh, anime, and cosplay take up a lot of my time. But I mean, I don't
I
know.
almost forgot. I meant to add that on too.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I also scuba dive. I don't do that obviously now because like I live in Pennsylvania and there's nowhere to scuba dive. But like, I don't know if that's exciting or interesting. I don't know. It's something.
But in the Chesapeake Bay seems a little eeky. I said in the Chesapeake Bay seems a little eeky.
Yeah, no. I mean, like I used to volunteer at the aquarium and do like dive stuff for them, but like I stopped doing that because it just wasn't keeping up with my schedule. But I don't know if that's not like really super fun and exciting, but I love it. I mean,
Cool though.
so that's kind of like I guess it can be nerdy. A lot of nerdy people do scuba diving because it's like really technical, but um yeah.
Makes sense. Uh, so since you got three houses, I'm presuming obviously a Switch owner.
Yeah.
Um, what do you is most people who have a Switch have the Switch plus something else. Is that the case as well for you?
A Switch like plus another gaming system?
Or PC?
Oh yeah, I do some PC gaming, but I prefer handheld, period. I mean, I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation, but everything that I would want to play is on Switch, so I'm kind of just like, meh.
Makes sense. Do you ever play the Fall Guys?
Is that the Fall Guys game? Is that like that new game that's going around that everyone's like really hype about?
Yeah, it's actually I played a little bit of it. It's actually kind of cute and fun.
It's fun. I don't know. I haven't played that though.
It's I don't know if there's a Switch port for it, but I know it's like $20 on Steam, and I played it. I started playing it, and I looked up, and 2 hours had passed.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Where did
cute.
the time go? But it's good. Either way, Crystal, thank you so much for coming on, and I really appreciate your time and coming on to record. I've never get to talk to anybody about Yu-Gi-Oh because, like I
Oh,
said,
I'm happy to do that.
yeah, like I said, my friends don't like talking about it with me because I get into it and I play Gravekeepers, Shaddolls, and if I really don't like you, Mystic Mind. So they don't like to talk about it with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we're moving into the last bit of the show, which is something called the shout out section. This is an opportunity for for both of us to shout out people we support, friends who have businesses, the enterprises we want people to know about, promoting ourselves, promoting our friends, our family, things like that. I'm gonna do one for somebody I know so you can see how it goes, and then it's all you.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Shout out to CalVisionsApparel.com. A buddy of mine, CJ, friend of the show, hasn't been on in a minute just because of Corona and things have been tough. But he actually has fantastic designs. It's all black owned. It's all black run. It's a fantastic small business. Please consider going over, check them out on Instagram at CalVisions Apparel. Show your support. Shout out to High Media Marketplace, our merch store. We released not too long ago a Doomslayer sigil that on a crisp white that's on clothing, pins, masks, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Please go check that out. And shout out to my boy Anthony in his YouTube channel, Solar Sonic 21. He's currently redoing his playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. Look out for that. Go subscribe to him, and he definitely deserves your support. You got anybody you want to shout out, Crystal?
Yeah, for sure. So follow our Yu-Gi-Oh team on Twitter and also on YouTube. There's a link in the Twitter. We are predominantly queer, and we are just kind of like we're gonna make videos and have fun and just kind of vibe. But that's like me and a bunch of my friends. Also, if you're not signing Black Lives Matter petitions, then you should be doing that. Still, they still matter, and we still need to
Big
keep
facts.
going. So that's on that.
Definitely. Um, please also I want to give another shout out to my buddy Brian. Love you, bro. We ain't talked in a minute, but go check out his Instagram at no to Brian. He's a young up and coming rapper. He's a great guy. He it's certainly worth your time to go listen to him. He's very, very talented. And last shout out, I wanted to do another little brief self promotion for those if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it on any of the ways you listen to podcasts, you could have gotten this a week earlier if you subscribe to HIMedia's Patreon. Please consider supporting us. Every dollar goes back into the show, and we appreciate the support you guys got. Every episode on Patreon is ad-free, and you get interviews like this a week early. But anywho, Crystal, this has been a ton of fun. Don't leave yet. We'll talk a little bit more after the show. But as far as the recording goes, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And Crystal, thanks for coming on.
Word. Thanks for having me.